Fellow tennis nerds, I hope all is well. This is the Solinco Mach 10 string, a string that's been in process, under construction for quite a while. I tried it already as Confidential 4.0 or was it 3.0 some time back. It had a few different names. Now it's out. It's called Mach 10 and it's a softer polyester string with agent called Cloudform inside to make it soft, but not so soft that it drops tension quickly, and delivers on spin and control without harming your arm or being too stiff. And I must say it's a great feeling string, straight from the bat. Put it in the Prestige MP 2019. I put it in this one, which is the Model 100 from Nordic Dots. And it's been a great string in those rackets. Nice feel to it, really nice feel on impact. It doesn't have the control of some firmer strings, but it's very close for a softer string. So if you really value like control like RPM Blast, Olive Power, these types of strings, then this is not a competitor to those strings. This is a string that should be used by players who want more power, good spin potential, but a softer feel overall. And we've already seen Jensen Brooksby win with this string on the ATP Tour. He won an ATP 250 with Solinco Mach 10 and Natural Gut, if I'm not misremembering. And that's a great sign for a string that's so new that a pro player can take it out and win a tournament with it. That's pretty impressive. So the string is definitely a top-notch string, a very good softer string that I've tried, I think already first time in 2022, if I'm not mistaken. And I liked it then, and I do like it now. It comes in 4 different gauges. Solinco, they are good at offering different gauges. I think that's great. Because, for example, you can control the swing weight of the racket, how the racket moves through the air, how heavy it is to swing, with the gauge. So if you have a 115 gauge, you're going to have a quite low swing weight compared to a 130 gauge or 125 gauge even. So the gauge is one way to control how heavy the racket is and plays. However, of course, with a thinner gauge, you lose a bit of control, you lose a little bit of durability, but you're getting a bit of power and you're getting a little bit more bite on the ball. Obviously, the thinner string will cut into the ball a bit more, grab the ball a bit more. So it's nice that they offer many different gauges. That's not always the case. Many gauges we see are 123 or 125 or 130. That seems to be kind of standard. But with Solinco, you have all the way down to 105 on some strings like Hyper G and Tour Bite. So it's fascinating that they can offer all these kind of options for strings. This one I tried in 125 and 120. Liked both. I think 125 is the favorite. Holds a little bit better, a little bit more durable. 115 was a bit too thin for me. Lost the playability a little bit faster than what I would want. Pick the gauge that you like. The string is excellent. Holds tension really well for softer poly. Looks good. I think the light blue works in many rackets. It's quite a popular kind of colorway now. You're going to see a lot of blue strings, but it looks good in black, white, green, yellow rackets, whatever. I think the string has excellent playability, and if it's already used on the ATP Tour. No real downside. I mean, it's not the same control and crispness that you get from strings like Hyper G, Tour Bite, Lynx Tour, even Restring Vivo, a newer string. But that's not what it's for. Solinco already have stiffer, firmer, more controlled strings, and this is to give you a bit more pop, a bit softer feel, and I think it definitely plays better than Hyper G Soft and Tour Bite Soft. It holds tension better. I liked Hyper G Soft because kind of my standard string for a while, but it does drop tension really quickly, and I had to keep restringing it in more open pattern rackets. I don't have the same problem here. This kind of solves the issue, and I think that's quite important if you're playing with a softer string. You don't want to have to restring all the time and the string starts moving quickly in more open rackets. So 2 thumbs up for the Solinco Mach 10. Excellent new softer string for club players. I mean, up to the Pro Tour with Jensen Brooksby. This should be a choice. So if you're, like Solinco strings, but you want a bit of a softer alternative, this is the one to check out. Tour Bite can be a little bit much for many, and the Hyper G as well, so this one gives you a softer feel, but still that kind of addictive spin property that many Solinco strings give you. Recommended. It's on our recommended strings page, which you find on tennisnerd.net. That's it for today. Have a nice day, and don't forget to play some tennis.